Hello and welcome back to the Tech Blackboard. Today in this special part 16, we will concentrate a little on Azure Blueprints. This is one area on which you won't find many questions on the internet, and there is a lot of confusion between Azure Blueprints, ARM templates and Azure policies. So I have gathered quite a few questions on Azure Blueprints which will not only help you understand this great service but also score better in AZ-900 exam. And post taking few questions on Azure Blueprints, there are other questions from the other important topics in AZ-900 syllabus, and of course towards the end of this video, there is a free PDF file waiting for you with all the questions and the answers from part 15 and part 16. So what are we waiting for? Let's jump and prepare for AZ-900 exam. So let's begin part 16 with question number 286. The question says that Azure Blueprint service is designed to provide a dash, and you have to fill this blank with these options here. Your options are centralized repository of approved designs patterns for effective management of Azure environment. The second option is repository of ARM templates. The third one is repository of resource groups, policies and role assignments. And the correct answer for this question is option A, centralized repository of approved design patterns for effective management of Azure environments. So before we take any further questions, let's read a brief about Azure Blueprints. Here you can see in this Microsoft documentation which says what is Azure Blueprints. Here Microsoft tells you that just as a blueprint allows an engineer or an architect to sketch a project's design parameters, Azure Blueprints enables cloud architects and central information technology groups to define a repeatable set of Azure resources that implements and adheres to organizations' standards, patterns, and requirements. Azure Blueprints makes it possible for the development team to rapidly build and start up new environments with the trust they are building within organization compliance with a set of built-in components such as networking to speed up the development and delivery. And so my friends, Azure Blueprints in a nutshell is a set of standards and requirements for configuring the implementation of Azure services by establishing set of specific rules, conventions or design that can be reused. And before I move any further, just want to mention that we have already covered 285 latest questions. So please do not miss to watch the previous parts of this series. All the questions are very important, not only from the understanding perspective, but also to gain good marks in the examination. All the links to the previous parts are shared in the description box. And now let's move on to the question number 287. It says, which of the following Azure component types can be a part of Azure Blueprint definition? Your options are Azure Resource Manager Template, Azure Role Definition, Azure Role Assignment, Azure Cloud Shell, Azure Resource Groups, Azure RBAC, Azure Subscription, and the last one is Azure Policy Assignment. And the correct answer for this question is option A, Azure Resource Manager Template, option C, Azure Role Assignment, option E, Azure Resource Groups, and option H, Azure Policy Assignments. And this question can be validated on the same Microsoft documentation. Here, if you go a little further down, you will reach to this section here which says Blueprint Definition. And here you can read a blueprint is composed of artifacts. Azure Blueprints currently supports following resources as artifacts, resource group, ARM templates, policy assignments, and role assignments. Now let's move ahead to the question number 288. It says, which of the permissions your account needs to create an Azure Blueprint? And your options are Microsoft.blueprint/blueprints/write/policy/write. The third option is /artifacts/write. And the fourth one is /role/write. The fifth one is /versions/write. And the correct answer for this question is option A, option C, and option E. And friends, I want you to build more understanding on each of these options. And for that, this is the small snippet from my side. And this snippet tells you that Microsoft.blueprint/blueprints/write. This is used to create a blueprint definition. And then we have /artifacts/write. This is used to create artifacts on a blueprint definition. And the last one, /versions/write, is used to publish a blueprint. So I hope this small snippet will definitely help you when you're actually working on Azure Blueprints. Now moving on to the question number 289, it says which built-in role can manage blueprint definition but cannot assign them. Your options are owner, contributor, blueprint contributor, and the last one is blueprint operator. And the correct answer for this question is option C, blueprint contributor. And friends, the answer to the question number 289 can be validated in this section here. Here you can read that Azure Blueprint Contributor can manage blueprint definition but cannot assign them. Similarly, you can also observe what are the other Azure roles: owner, contributor, blueprint contributor that we just saw, and the last one is blueprint operator, because there can be questions on the other roles as well. And as always, the documentation link is shared in the description box, so go ahead and do some self-study. Now let's move on to the question number 290. It says Azure Blueprints and Azure ARM templates are the same thing. Yes or no? And this one, my friends, is an incorrect statement. That's why we have chosen no. And you can understand all the differences between blueprints and ARM templates on this documentation. Link is right there in the description box. And coming up next is question number 291. It says select the possible ways in which you can create Azure Blueprints. Your options are Azure Portal, Azure PowerShell, Azure CLI, Azure REST API, and Azure Templates. And the correct answer, my friends, for this question is, well, all of these. So basically, you can create Azure Blueprints using Azure Portal, PowerShell, CLI, REST API, and Azure Templates. And friends, in case you want to understand more on how to create Azure Blueprints using each of these options, you can come to this documentation, and here in the left section of this documentation, you will find a separate documentation on each of these options. For example, you can come and understand how to create Azure Blueprints using Azure Portal, or you can also go ahead and go for Azure PowerShell, so on and so forth. So go ahead, my friends, create Azure Blueprints in a way that suits you the best. And now comes question number 292. It says Azure Blueprints are stored either locally or in source control. Yes or no? And this is an incorrect statement. That's why we have chosen no for this question. And in case you are wondering if the Azure Blueprints are not stored locally or not stored in source control, where exactly they are stored? Well, my friends, they are stored natively in Microsoft Azure. And with that, we have reached to the question number 293. It says each blueprint can consist of 0 or more ARM templates artifacts. Yes or no? And this is a correct statement. That's why yes for this question. Coming up next is question number 294. It says a policy can be included as one of the many artifacts in blueprint definition. Yes or no? And this one, my friends, is a true statement. That's why yes for this question. And now let's validate our answer on this documentation. Here you have to reach this option here, which says blueprint definition. Click on this, and just above this section, you can read the answer for this question. It says a policy can be included as one of the many artifacts in a blueprint definition. And it also tells you blueprints also supports using parameters with policies and initiatives. And with that documentation, we are assured that our answer is correct. And now comes question number 295. It says you can assign blueprint definition only once to an Azure subscription. Yes or no? And this one, my friends, is an incorrect statement. That's why no is the correct answer. And friends, just to build more understanding on this concept here, I would say the whole idea of having blueprint is that you are able to reuse them. So friends, as I told you and showed you the documentation in the very first question of this part, blueprints means something that you can use to build something upon. So you can use them to deploy in as many environments as you want. And friends, for all of you who actually look Microsoft Azure as a great career opportunity and are really serious to work on Microsoft Azure, this is one video that you can use to understand Azure Blueprints. A great video from Microsoft Azure Friday series. I really follow this series to understand the latest and the greatest in the Microsoft world. So for all those serious learners, the link is shared in the description box. So hopefully, my friends, this series of questions on Azure Blueprints will really help you not only to understand the blueprint concept, but also score good in AZ-900. Now let's change our gear and have some questions on the other concepts. So here comes question number 296. It says your company's Active Directory forest includes thousands of user accounts. You have been informed that all network resources will be migrated to Azure. Thereafter, the on-premises data center will be retired, and you are required to employ a strategy that reduces the effect on users once the planned migration has been completed. The solution given is that you plan to sync all the Active Directory user accounts to Azure Active Directory or Azure AD. Does this solution meet the goal? Yes or no? And this one, my friends, is a correct solution. Now let's move on to the question number 297. It says that you are planning a strategy to deploy numerous web servers and database servers to Azure. This strategy should allow for the connection types between web servers and database servers to be controlled. The solution given is that you plan to require Azure multi-factor authentication, also known as MFA. Does this solution meet the goal? Yes or no? Well, this is an incorrect solution. So what is the correct solution? Let's find out in the other two variations of the same question. So here comes one more variation, question number 298, question exactly the same. The solution says that you include a local network gateway in your strategy. Does this meet the goal? Yes or no? And this one again, my friends, is an incorrect solution. Now let's find out the correct solution coming up in question number 299. Question once again exactly the same. The solution says that you include network security groups or NSG in your strategy. Does this meet the goal? Yes or no? And this time, my friends, this is a correct solution. And this is because Azure Network Security Groups or NSGs helps you filter out the traffic to and from Azure resources in an Azure virtual network. And that's why Azure Network Security Groups is the correct answer. And now comes question number 300. If you're still learning with me, a good round of applause for all of you. And the question says that when you need to delegate permissions to several Azure virtual machines simultaneously, you must deploy the Azure virtual machines. Your options are to the same Azure region, by using the same Azure Resource Manager template. The third option is to the same Azure Resource Group. And the last one is to the same availability zone. And the correct answer for this question is option C, to the same Azure Resource Group. And the reason is that Azure Resource Groups is a logical container for Azure resources. Resource Groups makes the management of Azure resources easier, and with Resource Group, you can allow users to manage all the resources in a resource group, such as virtual machines, websites, and subnets. And the permissions that you apply on Resource Group also apply to all the resources that are contained in that resource group. And friends, Azure Resource Group is a very critical concept in Microsoft Azure. So much so that you cannot create any single resource without understanding Azure Resource Groups. And that's why in order to understand this concept better, you can watch this video which is flashing now on your screens, and this video will give you all the details on resource groups in order to get started with Azure Resource Groups. And friends, in this video, you will also understand a very vital concept in resource group which many people do not understand. The question or the concept is that why do you need a location when you are creating Azure Resource Group? Please go ahead and watch this video. The link is shared in the description box and also available in the pinned comment. And friends, to get the free PDF file of all the questions that we discussed in part 15 and part 16, you have to tell me the correct answers for the question number 266, 275, 285, and then 286, 294 and question number 300. And friends, you can share your answers in the comment section below or email us at connectus@thetechblackboard.com. And friends, if you like the video and appreciate our efforts in bringing the latest and the most important questions in AZ-900 and also bring you the Microsoft documentation for your self-study and question validations, please do not close this video without pressing the like button. I know you have still not pressed, so please press the like button And also share our videos so that we can reach to more audience and the cloud learners just like you. And in case you're new here today, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel and also select that all button. And that's all for today. Any queries or doubts, maybe some question is not clear, do reach me out in the comment section and I will see you in the next video. Till then, stay fit, keep learning, and thanks for watching.
If this video has added any value in your learning, a like and subscribe is highly appreciated. Share this video in your family and friends to spread and expand their learning. Your comments and feedback give me a chance to interact with you and I look forward for them. We will meet again in our next video. Till then, stay fit, keep learning, and thanks for watching.